Top position.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. They didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
And here to look at the offensive starters for the Redskins.
Out of the backfield is Joe Mixon, and he was a valuable commodity coming out of the University of Oklahoma because of his ability to be so versatile. Can run it inside with power, gets to the perimeter and can outrun people, catches the ball not only out of the backfield, but you can split him out just like he would be a receiver. And I think if he wanted to dedicate himself, he'd be an all-pro kick returner.
Touchdown, Washington! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive as we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it'll bring up third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. Darnold now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Now he'll pull it down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. to find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively.
That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 41 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Darnold. The open man is Westbrook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
47 from Mike, boys, 47. Check, 47.
Darnold to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Forced out to his left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 9, Mahomes buying time to his left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is it something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, Mixon. And now running right through it. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Darnold now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. A quick throw now complete to Ross. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. from 4 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught by Herndon. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And the pressure gets to him again. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will do it for this first half. So you sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Yellow, yellow. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 20-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Check, 59.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes going to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Into the Redskins. Have it, they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 2nd down and 10, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Darnold. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Joe Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd and 2, Darnold. Open man is lost, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh. Mahomes hit, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Mike, check, 59. Watch the screen. Red. Check. Yellow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You got it. You got it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. It's caught by Funchess. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Darnold from the gun. To the right side here, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, it's Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lambo is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 10. A minute 35 to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to more there. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And so, and now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 30, 10, and hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
47 is the mic. Too little, cut. Slam, slam, slam.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that